Hello everybody and welcome to a little update video, and it's like a standing update video. I'm not used to this at all. I got a standing desk. I'm doing that right now, but we're also playing a little bit of Shellshock single player. Just because I haven't gotten through this, and I don't know if anyone's posted videos of this yet, but Gulm got the nuke. So, Chilt's got the nuke, Gulm's got the nuke. I'm still a couple levels behind, so I need to do a little bit of catching up so that way we can have our nice disarmament treaty ceremony. Let's see if I can get this on the first go. So there's absolutely no wind. I would say that this is probably, I'm going to give a guess that this is 176. Let's see how close I get. And okay, it was 177. Add 2, fire. And boom, direct hit. Okay. Took 3 tries. So much time always goes by between these update videos because I get so lost in the school and semester, recording, uploading, editing. It's almost like there's no time to think and just to have some time just to talk. Well, good news, I have 2 semesters left now, and I'm actually taking some summer classes now, but it's nothing like programming related. I'm taking like a series of like 3 Photoshop classes or like graphic design classes because I have to do like the secondary focus thing. So I'm just kind of knocking out these 3 classes in the summer. They're kind of easy, just because I've kind of like worked in a lot of that stuff anyways. So the next 2 semesters I have will basically be my senior projects. It's a 2-part thing where the first semester will be about like, you know, research and design and all that. I'll be working with a team of people, and the final semester will be the actual implementation. There will be a legit client that we'll be working with, or sponsor. I'm not 100% sure how it works, but we're going to be making something legit, something real, and it's going to take a year to do it. And then I'll graduate. Let's do some of these tutorial things. Let's just keep doing this. Double duty. Okay. Oh, so now I just have to take out 2 of these things. Okay, what does this look like right away? I'm a little bit higher up. So, 179. That's probably a little too short. Probably a little too short. Actually, wow! First try. Okay, this is probably like 171, I would say. I keep hitting enter. Fire. Okay, let's see if we get... And okay, no, that's probably like, well, 73. I keep doing that again. Enter. And okay, boom. 3 turns, 2 kills. I feel like I'm getting good. I feel like it. The whole last 6 months, I feel like they've just flown by. I've already been out in Texas for 6 months or so. Yeah, 6 months. I got here in January. Like late January, and it's now late June, so that's about 6 months. And it feels like I've been here for 2, just because so much has happened. What's going on in the summer now? Because not a whole lot's happened yet, group-wise, because we kind of like, Gulm, Chilled, and Tom and I, we all had this idea of like, hey, let's pick a city, let's actually do something local for once, because we've been recording online for years, and now we're kind of trying to figure out, okay, what do we want to do now everyone is here? And we're kind of thinking like, hey, let's put a bunch of computers in a room and let's just record in one room. So like we're still working on the recording stuff. That's kind of like where we are right now. We're figuring that out. We're trying to work with our schedules because we're running our own channels takes a lot of time already. And now we want to do something else, and then now we also want to stream as well. Like I'm kind of thinking about dabbling a little bit more in streaming myself. But not really starting out with just playing games as normal. I've gotten into this hobby over the semester just because in March, I got invited to see the Ready Player One, like when it premiered at South by Southwest here. It was like, and I didn't know it was going to be the legit premiere. I went to it, and suddenly Steven Spielberg and the cast just came up on the stage, and whoa, apparently we are the first public audience to see the movie. And that was a mouthful because it's kind of exciting. But that the point of this is that like there was a scene in the movie where there was a Gundam, like a character transformed into a Gundam, and I started getting super nostalgic about Gundams. I didn't really watch the show or anything. I didn't watch the anime, but I collected the toys a lot. Like the action figures maybe like this big, and then there were these things called Gundam. I think they were called Gundam SDs. So I collected like all these Gundam toys with my friends, and then we would like, you know, make them battle outside. And but I never got into building any of the model kits because that's apparently a big thing. You know, Gundams are kind of a big deal in Japan. But so I just went online one day and I was like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna try building one of these guys. This is the first one I bought. I bought a real grade strike Gundam, Ale Strike Gundam. 20 bucks, maybe a little bit more than that. And I got maybe 3 or 4 hours out of building the thing, and then I had this cool looking dude. So started out with a small one, had fun with that, and then I started moving on to some big ones. All right, this is a box for a Gundam Mark II. I said the one I just showed you guys is what was called a real grade. This is what's called a perfect grade, and they're a little bit more expensive and a little bit bigger. Because I haven't made these things super detailed, but you know, this is about the size of the perfect grade guy. This guy took maybe a couple weeks for me to build on and off. I was very slow with this guy. This is actually the bigger version of the first guy I just showed you, the Ale Strike Gundam. This is the perfect grade version of the Ale Strike, and yeah, I got super into building these guys. And I can show you how into it I got if you have been following me long enough. I go through these obsessive phases. 2012, I went in on a nostalgic Yu-Gi-Oh craze, and I started posting a bunch of unboxing videos of Yu-Gi-Oh booster packs. And you can go back, you know, just search ZeRoyalViking Yu-Gi-Oh unboxing. Then I think the next one was Amiibos. The year after that, I went to collect a bunch of records, so I have all sorts of records now, which I still like listening to. It's actually probably the only music I own. Not as big as the last couple I showed you. This is what's called a Master Grade, which is like a medium-sized Gundam. Here's one that I haven't built. This is a Wing Gundam Verka. And there's all the parts. They just come in these plastic bags, and they're on these things called runners, and you get a pair of clippers, and then you just snap them all together, and you just go piece by piece, and eventually you have a working Gundam, a full Gundam. I probably shouldn't be doing that, and if you're a big collector of these guys, I'm probably bothering a lot of you. Oh, and something just fell off. Where was I going on about this? Oh yeah, we're playing Shellshock too. I should probably do this. For some reason, I like having a game whenever in the background. When I like to be doing something else rather than just me standing in front of the camera. 176? 176 will get someone, I bet. Let's see. Oh, it's a splitter. Do I have to use the splitter? Wow. Oh, I almost got both. Okay, well, if I just lower the power a little bit, maybe 2, then I'll probably get that last guy. Okay. Boom. Got him. I actually probably would have killed both if I just lowered the power slightly. Yeah, where I was getting at with the Gundams, I was thinking about doing streams of building these guys because I have a big backlog, and I will show you with my phone. Okay, so this is my closet. My light is burned out, so unfortunately this is as bright as it's gonna get, but you see a number of real grades in there, you see a bunch of master grades in there, and we got a bunch of perfect grades down here. I went hog wild. Now I got a big backlog. It will take forever to build every single one of those. So I was thinking about doing some Gundam build streams. And I promised one on Twitter maybe like a month ago now. And I think it's mostly because I'm afraid of how long they'll take. If you guys are interested, let me know, and maybe I'll do something like that. They may not take 1 stream, maybe they'll take 2 streams or something. I guess we can roll with it. I'm thinking about starting with this guy. Gundam The Origin, which is actually like the OG Gundam. I have the perfect grade version of him. That's a master grade, so he'll be a little bit smaller than this guy, but there you go. That's him right there. Okay, so I just have to shoot that with a big shot. Okay, just raise it a little bit up. Boom. Got it. That's it. It's over. How much experience do I get? 0. Still gave me a little bit. Do I have to get this in 1? A split? Oh, well, I get 2 shots. Okay, get that. And I get the fire again. Okay, then get that. So easy. What do I want to talk about? What's there to talk about? What am I doing? What am I doing? I've been working out a lot. Not where I was a couple years ago. I've been kind of like putting on the muscle, but not really getting rid of the fat. So it's just kind of like this big... I feel strong, but where is the slimming down? Can't really tell. I actually kind of like the way I look. Am I getting sweaty? Texas is hot. Our AC is broken. Our AC is kind of partially broken. So out there, it's like maybe 76 degrees, which is tolerable. Then you walk in here and you have all the sound foam. And then you have a computer that's basically running 24/7 with lights. It's like 5 degrees warmer in here, so it's in the 80s. I should probably get a thermometer in here. So I'm finding I'm changing my shirt like 3 times a day. Texas is hot. I'm learning that the hard way. Although I already knew that because I've been to RTX like three times. I think I've been to RTX 3 times, which is a great segue because we're all gonna be at RTX and we're gonna be having a panel. And by we, I mean me, Chilled, Gollum, and Tom. We don't know what we're gonna do yet. We're still in the planning phases of it. We just know we're gonna have a panel. So at the very least, we will all be trapped in a room if you're going to RTX, and we can hang out. Maybe a Q&A or something. Maybe we'll play some games. We will figure that out. Feel free to suggest any ideas. We might have even a skit or something, but I'm not gonna promise anything. We're gonna at the very least hang out and have a good time and just chit chat in a panel room. And I've never been in a panel before. Never been on a single panel, and we're gonna have like a dedicated panel for ourselves. So that's gonna be a new experience because talking in front of a camera is like, I guess it's a form of public speaking, but this right in front of me is a camera. It is a object. It is an inanimate object. There are no eyeballs looking at me other than a lens. But when there are actual eyeballs looking at me, we'll see how I do. Kind of excited actually, but yeah, that's a thing. If you're going to RTX, we will be there. Kind of like doing this. I just don't like the Texas heat thing. So as soon as I get my AC fixed, I kind of want to do this more often. Just talk about like random topics. Something I've wanted to do for a long time, but you know, you get caught up in all recording games, recording multiplayer sessions, and then I'll sometimes get to my single player stuff because that's always a problem for me. I'm always telling myself in my head I want to do more single player stuff, but multiplayer just happens a lot. And it consumes a lot of time, and then the editing as well. It's a busy job. There's always so much stuff I want to do, but yeah, I kind of want to do this more. Just talk, chit chat about anything. You know, it doesn't have to be life updates where I feel like I have to cram everything in a very tiny video because I have to keep into account the attention span of the viewer, and if they click away too quickly, then the algorithm will push you down. It's all stuff like that. I don't know what else to talk about anymore. I'm just doing a 4 a.m. update video because I'm actually going home for a week. So expect some video, maybe, unless I'm just bumming it out and I'm just like, hey, you know what? I'm just taking this full week off. I'm just going to enjoy some time, visit my parents. Why does someone want to unlock porn? But if I do record when I'm back in California, it will be with my old setup. So if you see a video get uploaded in the next week, 2, maybe even 3 weeks, depending on when I get to it. If you see my old setup, it's not old. I'm just in California and enjoying my time. So yeah, I think that's it for me. This has been fun. So I will see you all later.
2 or 3.
1, 2, or 3?
Yeah.
3?
Okay.
Hey, buddy.
Don't you fucking do it yourself! You have to tell me if it's right or not. Ah!
I didn't have to do shit, apparently.